Thanks for joining us for Jaunts with Mercy. This is the beginning of our new series, Are the Indian Mounds Remnants of the Nephilim? We became interested in the biblical mentions of the Nephilim, Giants, and the fallen angels. They're first made mention in Genesis 6. However, we're going to focus on the book of Jude for this episode. Reading the scriptures and the book of Enoch led us to watching L.A. Marzulli's documentaries on the mysterious mound builders and the mathematical mysteries of the mound builders. And these are in his new series on the Trail of the Nephilim from 2019, his series from this year. Mr. Marzulli and Mr. Fritz Zimmerman brought up some interesting points on this topic that we thought deserved some looking into. We also live close enough to the Mississippi River Valley, which allows us to research this topic in person while taking all of you along with us. We begin with Emerald Mound, located in Natchez, Mississippi. Natchez is a city steeped in historical significance, especially during its heyday during the mid to late 1800s, when half of the millionaires in the United States lived there. We will have other videos on Natchez in the future because of its rich history. However, we're going to focus on Emerald Mound now. Emerald Mound is definitely off the beaten path, and when you arrive at the mound, it is jaw-dropping. The sheer size and level geometry of it leaves you astounded. Let me just say that these are our opinions based on our experience. We encourage any and everyone to research all this information for themselves. No one can tell you definitively what to think or what to believe. You need to be able to research information and draw your own conclusions, and we encourage everyone to do just that. When first walking up the path that leads to the top of Emerald Mound, it is very obvious just by looking at it that it was not constructed the way most archaeologists claim that the mounds were constructed, by individual buckets of dirt being moved by the Native Americans using basic hunter-gatherer tools. Firstly, most Native Americans deny being the builders of the mounds. Secondly, if you have ever moved a bucket of dirt, you'll understand how improbable that is, especially when you see the size of Emerald Mound. It is the second largest mound in America. Glancing at the slopes while walking to the top of Emerald Mound, you also notice the geometry or advanced mathematics the builders of this mound used in its construction. The angles of the slopes are very noticeably defined, as well as the levelness of the top of the platform, with its size being 8 acres. This point clearly shows the lie we have been told about the Native Americans and the hunter-gatherer theory that no advanced mathematics could have been used because this was all before Pythagoras' theory, and the peoples of this time were not intelligent enough to have used anything other than basic, crude tools for this kind of elaborate mound design. Biblically, the size of this mound lines up with giant proportions. I can easily envision how giants could have moved this amount of dirt and leveled it. When reaching the top of the second mound, located on the top platform of Emerald Mound, you also notice the height of which you are standing. We could not see our car or the road below, and no one from the road below could see us. Strangely or not, the best views of the mound are aerial. Coincidence? Who or what at that time could fly to take in the full view? Besides birds, the only thing we know definitively are angels. Does this line up with the fallen angel technology observed with the Nephilim architecture? Does this bring to mind who the prince of the power of the air is? When we also take into consideration the significance of the astrological alignments using advanced mathematics in the construction of the mounds, a deeper purpose and meaning of the designs begin to emerge. The deeper purpose being connected to the forbidden knowledge the fallen angels taught mankind in exchange for taking human wives. This is not only stated in the Holy Bible, but the book of Enoch too. When you look at Emerald Mound, the lies we have been told become overwhelmingly obvious. For the sake of time, we're going to end this video here. Join us for part 2 of the Emerald Mound, the next video in this series, where we will follow up and discuss more of our findings.